I'm making this podcast again because I think actually I'm kind of made for this a little bit. Like, I feel like when I'm doing a podcast, I can offload and I'm thinking more clear and I'm, you know, name drop, seeing clear. Go check out my band. And I start to make revelations as I speak. Speaking and offloading is my way of coming to conclusions. Some people can do that in their heads, but it helps me to have a little bit of leverage, which is, words. So, if you guys don't know, my name is Saji, artist, musician, vlogger, and I'm living in Vietnam. And I'm originally from Florida. So if you guys are interested in any spiritual stuff, I'm here for you guys. So right now, I can't lie to you guys. I'm kind of all over the place. My heart is doing some shit right now, dog, and it's not even justified. And you know what? This is a new arc in my life, man. I feel like the only way that I can possibly grow right now as a person and as a creator and as a business is to be vulnerable, bro. Like, it's scary right now because I've just came across a few haters and have some things thrown at me about, XYZ. How can I do that again? But I think it's the only way to be, man. Like, if I can't show my heart and it's all caged in, then what was the point of even being out here, living amongst humans, So I'm here. A new element to the manifesto of this podcast. One rule is to open my heart, maybe my revelations might help some people, Because right now, I've kind of been going through it. And I'll point to exactly what. Okay, guys. I love Vietnam, man. This place is really cool. It's like I can get some nature. I can be away from everything that I'm used to. But I want to sustain life here. And, that's one thing saying it as to be an artist and one thing doing it. And right now I'm on this hustle mode. Hustle, manifest. And I've always been thinking about manifesting since for a long time. Been thinking about manifesting like a better life, a girlfriend. I got these things. And sometimes when you get those things, it can be like the worst feeling because you want to keep them. And if you're like me, I'm an anxious attachment style type person. So it's like we don't feel safe. We don't feel safe. It took me actually a while to actually learn how to sleep properly because, I'm from Florida, crazy Florida men all over. We're all Florida men. It's pretty accurate. But I love Florida. But, I was raised in an environment that I didn't feel too safe. Even in some teenage years, some 20-year-old years. And I just learned how to habitually stay in my bubble, keep my heart in the cage. And when I face the world, I greet it with a mask. But, I'm in Vietnam, trying to get my art career going on. I don't know how to speak the language that well. I did go get popular off of a TikTok one time. I had they're almost 30,000 subscribers, 29 to be exact. And I just dropped it because it was too complicated to get back into the system because I had it's too complicated. I'm kind of locked out of that account. And I'm fine with that. So I started over. And this time I wanted to start over with a more grounded approach because before I was trying to be famous. And now it's like I want to be the right fame. I want to have the right fame. I want to have the right things. So I'm doing it now, and I'm pretty prolific with it. As you know, you guys know me. You know, I take pretty a lot of pride in my ability to release. But it feels like a lot of things are starting to crumble around me. And I know that's just an illusion because at the end of the day, things ebb and flow. Things go down just so you can learn a lesson. And it goes up just so you can get that breather. But really, it's the down moments that we really need it. Like, we really need to open our eyes. That's why we're down here. Because when we're down here, we start to see clear. We start to force ourselves into higher states, you know, into like hope. And we get to face the actual things because we can mask what is truly in us with, you know, pleasantries and all these things until maybe it runs out and then you just crying in a Maserati or something like that. But besides the point, you know, in my past, I had an ex, right? My first girlfriend. And she pretty much cheated on me. Like, she probably cheated more than I expected. She was just not the girl that I should have been dating. And honestly, she knew that, and I knew that too as well. We both knew it, but I just still wanted to go through it because I wanted to feel love so bad. It's like I want it, but I didn't want it. And then I got to the point where it's like I knew this person is bad for me, but I just want to feel like love. So I just kind of like, it's like desperate. So whatever. I just wanted to feel what it's like to be a part of to have a human to actually care about something. Because I had so much like potential for love to give people and no way to actually express it. You know, it's like I have so much love in my heart and it's like it just flooded out of me and it's like it's almost as if like when I fell in love, like, you know, it was young love and there's limerence too, but it's still a bit of oxytocin going around. That's not front. Like, it don't take long for oxytocin to release. When that shit release, bro, like, I'm very sensitive to any substance. So oxytocin is like, okay, let me give you an example. If I smoke a little puff of weed, I'm going to be high for like 3 days. I don't care what strand it is. If I smoke the whole thing, dude, I might have to end up in a psych ward because weed is hella strong for me. You know, if I have like one drink, I'm gonna probably be on the the middle side of being drunk. Not the like, you know, I'm gonna be on the good side of being drunk. I'm gonna be good. I'm just a lightweight like that. I'm just nervous system. So when that oxytocin released in my brain, I remember so distinctly, and it stains my brain because, get this, I'm learning it now. The reason why it's such a stain in my brain is because I didn't perceive it correctly, and I didn't learn the true lessons. So I fell in love with this girl like very deeply, very quickly, and very unnecessarily. I just decided to dive from the top to the bottom for I don't fucking know why, dude. And I think I know why, but I did that and I started to feel those feelings. It was good, but I just didn't trust her. So I became somewhat of a petty guy. Even though I'm in a relationship with her, I'm being like a little bit toxic, a little bit, just these little things. And it's crazy, man, when you're in a relationship, bro, you gotta be the one to stop the domino effect. I'm being a little toxic. She's gonna react and it's gonna sit in her mind. Sensitive. She's a woman. Do these little things. I would do something like not pick up the phone and put like this song called "That's Everybody Bitch" on my Facebook, bro. I was so fucking insecure, toxic at the time, and I was like 18 years old, 17 years old. I didn't have the maturity of 18-year-olds I know now, but different times, man. I was like raging with hormones and and confused, and now like I can understand why she probably did that. I mean, not probably. I can understand her perspective now. Like, you see this guy that has all this potential, and he's like this little kid. He hasn't been in love. He hasn't been tainted, and you know that if you tell him certain things, it's gonna really hit his heart, and it makes you feel really good to make other people feel good, because that's how some people work. Like, sometimes some people love when they can make you feel good, and she made me feel so good, and that makes her feel loved. And so with that, it was like a chain reaction, and it was just like, with that much love so fast, I became like very, very scared and insecure. I had no intentions to be positive in life. I thought I loved the darkness back then. Back then, I loved the darkness. I love anger. I love sadness. I love all those dark feelings. I relished in them. It made me feel alive. But now, as an adult, it's like I did some serious damage to my brain, my subconscious. All that sitting in the dark, like, it just like made me so sensitive to light, like in a good way, in a bad way. Like, it just like, so we had a relationship, right? And I just pretty much like, this is the first girl I ever had like sex with and all that stuff, and I just kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of, at some point, I kind of had a burnout because I was so afraid of losing her and she wasn't contacting me. And I didn't realize until just now that I have a clingy streak that will destroy the relationship. And ultimately, she did cheat. And it's probably something that I manifested, I feel like we have so much power in this world, but it's trained and it's conditioned. A lot of times, it's conditioned to go against us. We like, why God? Why God? Ask yourself why. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? I mean, there's some things that's beyond us. In this world, people die, all this stuff like that. But when people say, why God, when somebody commits suicide, it's like, we're not blaming the surroundings. It was that person's choice. It's still, God, but it's still that person's choice. Okay, that's kind of like, okay, I'm going really I'm talking about suicide right now. Okay, let me just bring it back a little bit. So, yeah, from there, like, I don't know where this fear of, like, being abandonment came from, but that's probably single-handedly, somehow, maybe I don't have the word to express how it's linked with my inefficiency to live and create on the level that I want to create. Because we treat one thing how we treat everything. And if I have this anxious relationship with what I'm doing, then like, how can I really connect with my art? How can I really connect with my art if I don't really trust it like that? You know, that's something, man. I feel like I'm cooking right now. This will remind me of a quote that a Christian rapper once said, and I got goosebumps. Treat your art like you treat a woman. Ooh, man, that's some Miles Davis type shit, dog. So before I even, so Sue has really done nothing that made me feel like I should be afraid or should be. And the level of how afraid I am is, it doesn't even make sense. It don't even make sense to like what's going on, the paranoia, the jealousy, the mistrust. It's like when you talk to someone on a level of fear, you can't understand them. So you're really just talking at them. And nothing's more unattractive than a person that's talking at you. Not only that, but is constantly questioning your character. How can I manifest with this type of energy around in general? Like, and this is the apex of when I supposed to change who I am. I feel like this season right now, I'm so ready for all these things to crumble because I feel like it's life showing me, giving me an opportunity to actually like follow through and level up. This is like a quest. And the harder the quest is, I probably didn't get the lesson before. So this is like redoing that level in Dark Souls, but it's a bit harder because the computer knows your style a little bit more. So you gotta deal with the fundamentals of how do you fundamentally finish this thing off. So if you guys got any tips, let me know. But I'll start thinking about them right now. I think the first thing is to affirm yourself. And the second thing is to develop safety within. Like people say insecure and confidence. Those words, in 30 years of my life, I feel like those words have been thrown around so much that I have to use another word. I'll just say safe within. Find safety within. Find love within. Definitely have more capacity to love myself. Focus on the task at hand. Focus on that business, the art business, the music. There's so many elements in my life. All this negative energy, like, utilize that. And also, yeah, utilize that negative energy. And right now I'm utilizing this energy by talking to you guys because literally, bro, so, sorry to say it, like, I don't need, like, people to pity me right now. If you guys want to reach out, I would love to talk with you. But before this podcast, I was seconds away from balling up, like on the ground with just a pit in my stomach, a ball of anxiousness. And as I started to talk about it on here, I feel so much better, I feel like things are making sense. But the thing about this is that I felt this before and I felt this relief and it comes back. It comes back, man. So I need to work within and commit to be a safe partner, a partner that is safe within, like, safe and loved within, in love. Because I shouldn't talk to a lover without love being present. I feel like, because that's what I'm here to do. That's what we're here to do. That's the deal, We're lovers, man. Like, and if we're not fearers, you know, like I'm not gonna talk to you with the energy of fear, share that with you. I mean, like, yeah, maybe I might share my fear, but not like douse you in it in a toxic way. Like, you know. So it's a big arc for me, man. And it's a big maturing point for me. And I'm ready to face it because I want to see results, man. I want to see some results in my life, man. I want to see myself improve. Yeah, I'm talking about relationship. Like I said again, you treat one thing how you treat everything. And honestly, I can connect more with my art. I can connect more with my art. I can connect more with my music. It's funny that when I started taking care of myself, my art has improved in a way that the old me couldn't do. I couldn't make the music that I can make now with ease. I couldn't make the art that I can now with ease. So I have to get down to the root of these problems. Not just for an artist, but just so I can live a real life. My relationship with life itself. I want to trust life. Because if you know what I'm saying, like, okay, it's one thing to be naive, you know, but can you really live a good life without trusting it a bit? Can you really have a good memory? Can you really tell a good story without trusting life a bit? And that's what I want to do. I want to tell stories, man. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I can say right now that I'm completely emptied out. And this is going to be a new phase, man. And if you guys feel bad for me, don't. Because I'm literally 2 billionth of a person that has the same problem as billions of people on a planet. Like, there's nothing that I said that someone across the street from you don't have. I'm just going to put it out so we can brainstorm, you know. I mean, if you guys want to squad up with me, help me to get this together, man, let's do it, man, because, you know, I want to get my life together. And also, if you guys need some help too, dude, like, I would love to elevate with you guys, man. That's the stage I'm in right now, is elevating together. You can go, say one proverb, African proverb, it goes like, if you're trying to go far, go alone. Wait. If you're trying to go fast, go alone. If you're trying to go far, go together. So basically, if you're going like somewhere kind of close, just do that by yourself. But if you're trying to go somewhere like far, just bring everyone so you can like lean on each other. Help, you know, you might need some help. You know, it's more safety, more secure ride. You know, you can bring more inventory. So yeah. So that's how I see it right now. If you guys still watching this, thank you guys. The only thing I'm gonna do on these podcasts now on is to release this heart energy, because I was so down just now. I was so down for no reason, man. That's the crazy part. That's how we get ourselves, man. I was like, there's no evidence, there's no logic. It's just like this habitual thing, and I'm not gonna beat myself up for it. I need to talk to myself nicer. I'm going to get through this, and I'm going to enjoy it. And then when somebody has this problem, I'm going to be an expert in it to help them, because we should all be living the lives that we want, man. There's no reason why we shouldn't, man. We are alive for so long. We should love, like we should trust love, man. We should trust life, man. We should trust that we're going to get the things that we want. We oughta, you know, if we on this floating rock, why be a prisoner on it, man? Especially in ourselves, man. So fuck it, bro. If you guys want to link with me, put our heads together. I mean, I definitely could use some more manpower on this, on just like growing as a business, an artist, and creator. Let me know because I'm making something right now. All right. See you guys. And also, if you guys want some art, the commission's always open. It's going to be more vulnerable. It's going to be more heartfelt. So, yeah.